Hi, everybody. Happy Monday. Happy beginning of the week. It is November 8th, 2021, and it is also the start of Comic Week here on my channel. So that means that this week I'm going to be doing comedians that I think could fare for, could fare my perspective a bit. So we are doing Tony Baker, we're doing Chris Sosa, and we're doing Billy Sorrells. Before I begin, today's comedian is Tony Baker, by the way. But before I begin, I want to say thank you for all my likes and subscribes and or subscriptions, and just thank you for being here and for commenting and all that stuff. So let me also start by saying, make sure that you like, make sure that you comment, and most of all, make sure you subscribe. You become a part of the Sugar Bear family. Forgive all my stuff in the background, y'all. I live in a small apartment. But anyway, let's get started. So before I go into the reading, let me say this. The things that I may say or sense or feel or get during said reading, nothing is set in stone. Nothing is 100%. If it were, I would be very, very rich and very, very thin. And I'm working on both. So I hope that you guys enjoy this. And most of all, I hope that that this makes sense to you. And if you want a reading, and more importantly, this really, and I don't even sound crass, but this is more about Mr. Baker, because that's, like I said, today we're doing Mr. Baker. We're doing Tony Baker today. Tomorrow will be Chris Sosa, and then we're going to close out Comedian Week with Billy Sorrells. So I hope this benefits Mr. Baker and his fans, and you let me know what you think. So here we go. So I'm just going to take a few grounding breaths first. Okay. So even before I pull a card, I get a lot to do, and it's funny because all day, Mr. Baker, you've been actually on my mind. Like and I'm speaking directly to you. Your energy has been on my mind all day today, and what I'm getting is I keep hearing like your son, your son, your son. As we know, if you follow him, and I follow him every now and again. I watch some of his videos, but to be honest, I am a fan, right? Let me make that very clear. But am I like constantly on his social media? No. So let me start there. But the first thing I get is, or the thing I keep hearing is his son. And what I'm getting around me is I get a lot of emotional ups and downs. I feel like he's putting on a really, 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 really strong face. But this has really done a number on him, not just emotionally, but mentally. But at the same time, I'm also getting like it's made you funnier, like it's made you really understand how healing laughter is and how empowering it is. Um, so those are the couple things that I get. I feel like you really are doing a lot of internal cleansing. That's another thing I get. I feel like Fair Weather Friends, like your group is very, very small. I want to say maybe no more than 6 people. And even in that, you're really looking at people like a lot of clarity is coming about now that before wasn't there. And even when it comes to your career, you're looking at things and going like, okay, I don't mind being well known. I don't mind being recognized, but I want to do things that are deeper. I want to do things that help people, because what people don't realize is that comedy helps you. And this is not just comedy. I'm seeing writing. I'm seeing even some producing, even some directing. I'm seeing you speaking about this. I'm seeing a podcast or podcasting as well, because I see you behind a microphone and I see earphones. And I feel like you really are like, I want to do things on a grander scale. I even see, dare I say, not you getting into politics, but you making this a political thing, because I'm seeing either like a law being passed or a bill being passed. And for those that don't know, Mr. Baker recently lost his son. The son was 21. And I feel like what I keep hearing in my head is that this person's passing, well, two things. One, I feel like they didn't suffer. That's the first thing I want to say. And two, I get that it was not in vain. I keep hearing, I hear in my head, not in vain, not in vain, over and over again. And this is not the first, of course, loss, but this is something that has just affected you on a deep level. And I want to say there's somebody around your son right now. I get somebody with like bushy curly hair, like really bushy curly hair, and has a mouth. They're talking a mile a minute. And what I'm also picking up is that there's an older gentleman or an older man with them. I don't want to say it's a grandpa, but it kind of feels like that. If they give me guide, grandpa feel. And they're very, whoever they are, they're very cool. The older gentlemen I'm picking up, they're cool, they're funny, they're warm, and they're like they're guiding your son through the other side. That's what I pick up a lot with that. Let me see. I don't know why I keep picking up you doing something where you're gonna make what has happened, you're gonna make it, like with your son, you're gonna make it grander. You're gonna, because I literally see like a law being passed, either in, I want to say California. I see something where you're gonna end up getting involved in politics or political things, because this, yes, it affects you, but you're looking at it from like I said, and I know I probably sound like I'm repeating myself, but like a grander scale. I also get with you and and I want to say this is your partner. I don't feel like this is your wife, but the one thing I'm being told to tell you is, when she's being empathetic, when she's trying to communicate with you, don't push her away. And not just with this, but with a lot of things. Because what I'm picking up around you is, and I want to say her name is Sabrina. What I get around me is that when you're in your mood, and I get it, because this is Leo energy, a lot of Leo energy. Like, I literally hear your energy speaking to me as I'm talking. And let me also say, you are not the one to be played with. You are very skeptical when it comes to this thing. But I also feel like you know about this. I feel like this runs in your family. I want to say, particularly on the male side of the family, either like dreams or just premonitions. Like, you know what's going on. You just don't talk about it. But for some reason, what I'm picking up around you with your relationship with Sabrina, with your partner, I feel like you don't mean to, but you don't, okay. When she's opening up to you and showing you compassion and empathy, you tend to push her away. You tend to just be like, well, no, no, no. Not that you don't want to hear it, but it's just, I just get you being so consumed with your own stuff that sometimes you don't mean to, but you push her to the side. Because I literally see you doing this, like putting your hand up, like, nope, not right now. And it's not that you don't care or you don't want to hear it. It's just more of like a not right now kind of thing. So that's what I pick up around that. Let's see. I get 2 or 3 more specials. I feel like you're doing a lot of writing right now. Like, you're like creatively, you're really at a great point. Like, your juices are flowing creatively. And I'm getting a book. I'm getting something where you're going to become an author. And maybe not a memoir, but like how healing has helped, like how laughter has helped you heal. Kind of like a Tabitha Brown kind of thing, like that. I see you maybe not in that in the scheme of where you're, giving people like, messages of encouragement, but you looking back and saying, you know what, I want to write a book, but I don't want to write about my life per se. I just want to write about how humor has helped me to heal, and maybe it'll help another person. So I get a lot of that. Um, let's see. I kind of get you going. I get something to do with overseas travel, the European travel, like you doing other things and doing very well over there, I might add. Because I see, like, I want to say this is Australia, either Australia or like, well, the UK isn't Australia, but for some, part of Australia, or part of the UK, but I get like the UK, Germany, places like that. And I get you doing very well over there, very well over there. Let's see. And I'm also seeing you becoming more in shape. I know that, let's see, dealing with, sometimes when we deal with loss, we either gain weight or we lose weight. And what I'm picking up from me is I'm seeing you, on one hand, I see a mix of both. I see you gaining weight, but I also see you losing weight too, because I see you eating like you would eat, you'll like kind of gorge, but then I'm also seeing you not eat. Like I see you shut down. And the one thing I would definitely caution with you, Mr. Baker, is watch your depression, because you tend to shut all the way down. Like I'm seeing you in your room and it's just you. And it's just a lot. It's heavy. And then I think to go out and try to be, not try to be funny, but I think to be funny and to be humorous, that's a lot too, and I think people don't understand how difficult that is, and I kind of get that social media, because I'm seeing like your Instagrams and stuff, that really is your outlet. But I also pick up people have no idea. Like that's just the tip of the iceberg of what's really going on in your head. I definitely would recommend journaling. I recommend you getting some therapy if you're not already, some grief counseling, things like that. Excuse me, that'll help you a lot. And I'm also picking up either like your family being involved, or like, yeah, I feel like family is really important, or it's gonna be in the next year or two, where you're gonna really start, because I feel like there's people in your family that you're very close to, but then there's another group that but you don't know. And I'm seeing you kind of bridge that gap between the two. That's what I'm picking up. So yeah, and keep doing the stand-up, keep doing the specials. People do watch them. Stop doubting what you bring to the table or what's already on your table, because I definitely get you putting yourself down sometimes. But honey, you got it. Like you're not only funny, you're witty. There's a difference. It's a wit about you. And I think people people often don't see that. They see the videos and what the hemoglobin, and the skibbity paps. They see that. They don't see the wit behind that, because you have to be a pretty witty person in order for you to find the humor, even in the animal video. So, or just period. And I get a lot of wit. And I'm also picking up you writing for television as well. Yeah, I'm picking up you writing for TV. And I know it's not this, but it kind of reminds me of like a Blackish kind of thing, because I keep hearing the word Blackish in my head. I know it's not that, because I know Blackish is done, but I feel like you're going to end up writing for something sort of like that. And I definitely see you doing a lot of behind the scenes work, a lot of producing, a lot of maybe even some directing. I'm seeing that as well, because I'm seeing something where you call the shots and you're in control, because that's really important to you. You don't like any, what I hear in my head is that you don't trust everybody with your cash. but at the same time, you don't trust everybody with your time either and your energy. So I feel like this transition, as hard as it has been, it really has awakened a lot of things that I think for you have been dormant, but now you're like, no, I have to. What I keep hearing in my head is, I come first, you know. And I'm not saying you didn't do that before, but I definitely see you doing it now. So, Mr. Baker, I hope that made sense. I hope that it brought you some clarity. I hope it gave you some help. And for those of you who are watching, who enjoyed what I had to say, what the spirits had to say, because it's not me. I'm just the go-between. Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think. And until next time, my darling Sugar Bears, it's me, Leo Brown, and I will talk with you soon. Have a great one. Bye-bye.